If I have less money in my pocket, am I going to spend more or less? That's right. He's right. You're right. I just want you to get the right reason. Okay. All right. Any questions on either of these? Why did I do two? Because someone told me. All right. Here we go. Little energy. Let's remember the Holy Presence of God and the Father, Son, and Spirit. Dear God, thank you for a beautiful day. Please give the guys the mental toughness, the persistence, the fortitude to fight through these times where sometimes we're getting tired, and let us push through today. Let us also remember, the guys, if we can continue to push through, we'll be rewarded with 3-day week next week. St. John the Baptist, so sell. Live Jesus in our hearts. I don't think I prayed once last year. I don't know. Okay. All right. People say administrators don't know what they're talking about. I wear my jacket. Look at the learning. Guys are freaking. They know academics, man. All right. Working boards, page 6. Shifters of AP. Give me one. Give me one. One. Net exports. Government spending. Business investments. Yeah. Okay, great. Someone said there's a lot of information on one day. Yeah, we're gonna learn a lot. Now, but truthfully, if you feel like there's a lot of information, you should just go home and like look at your notes again to try to frame some of that information. We've got some tough deadlines ahead of us, and the school ain't helping us with all these days off. I don't know. What do they do? Just sit around and home? I want Friday off. Woo, we'll get the kids Friday off. All right, downward sloping AD interest rates. Someone didn't understand, so let me explain. If interest rates are high, that means for me to borrow, I got to pay the banks a lot more money. So I don't want to borrow. Businesses don't want to borrow. So therefore, businesses don't borrow, they don't build factories, they don't buy equipment, consumers don't borrow, they don't buy cars. So therefore, consumption and investment are down. And then we'll do short versus long run today. All right, any questions on any of this? Any questions on anything? All right. Did we do this yesterday? We're going to finish off yesterday, and really, if we did this, you have everything you really need to know yesterday. Yeah. All right.
You're finishing that up.
All right. We could just do a quick recap. It doesn't hurt us. So in macro, the short run is wages and resource prices do not increase as price levels increase. We call that sticky. Why are they sticky? Because like a lot of workers have contracts. I have a year-to-year contract. So even if price levels go up, my salary stays the same. Price levels go down, my salary stays the same. Businesses rent out like machines. They might rent them 1 or 2 year contract. Price levels go up, they're still paying the same for the machines. All right, that's the short run. So in macro, the short run is wages and resource prices are sticky. The long run is the contracts expire, we negotiate the new contracts, and that gets you to the long run. And Matt, yes, we will get to the long run today. You betcha. How you doing, Mr. Hell? All right, did we go over this little example? We did? All right, huh? Yeah, all right, so it's 20. All right, then if I double it, I'm going to make 120, right? Because wages do not go up, they stay at 80. 200 minus 80 is 120. Now, Alex, in the long run, Did we do the supply curve? Huh?
We did the first one.
So we did this one?
Yeah.
Up and sloping? Okay. All right. In the long run, if price levels double, Alex, what's going to happen to wages? Going to double. So notice, in the long run, I make $40, but in real profits, I make nothing. Because even though I'm making twice as much, price levels go twice as much. So making 40 is the same as making 20 when price levels were lower. All right? Remember this, because we're going to come back to it in 5 or 10 minutes. So if real profit doesn't change, firm has no incentive to increase output, right? Like, okay. All right. Now I think we're into today. Here is the long run supply curve. Now, there's two things I'd like to point out. This is full employment. All right. Aiden, full employment means zero unemployment. Aiden, full employment means zero unemployment. No. All right. When we say full employment, what type of unemployment do we have? Frictional and structural. So this probably means 4 to 6% unemployment. It's also full potential. Full potential means if we have full employment, this is how much output we should make it for efficient. All right. So this line, full potential, full unemployment. All right. So when we're in the long run, we're at full employment. We'll get into the long run, short run, and all that great stuff. Jimmy, big weekend for, oh no, you're not. Sorry, I forgot the 40 minutes. I really did.
I mean, the Ravens didn't even make the playoffs, so I think we did better.
No, because if you don't make it, you might as well get a higher draft choice. I just made that up. All right, RAP. That's the supply shifting. RAP, RAP. Only 3 of us. Not a lot to remember, is it, Mr. Genius? Just remember, I want to wrap you. R is resource prices. All right, Mr. Genius, I'm going to give you the 2, and I'm going to tell you these. They're going to be on the freaking test, and people are going to still get them wrong. Oil is a resource. Price of oil goes up, supply shifts left. Price of oil goes down, supply shifts left. Wages. Wages is not income. Wages is a resource price. Why? If wages go up, it costs more money to make them. So wages and oil are resource prices. Wages could go up and income could go down. Why? Wages go up, and instead of all of you working, I fire half the room, and now the income for the country goes down because half of you are unemployed. So just wages are resources. Income is about consumption. Okay. You don't have to worry about these 2 horrible examples I gave you. All right, a negative supply shock shifts supply left. That would be OPEC stops selling us oil. A drought wipes out like the corn. Mad cow disease wipes out beef. Those are all negative supply shocks. Positive supply shock, just supply right. That would be like we find oil underneath Calvert Hall. I'm happy with you guys. School would be over. School just gonna tell you this because if people expect higher prices in the future, then workers are gonna want higher wages. Wages go up, supply shifts up. Right, this is really a hard concept. It's one that like most econ teachers don't teach their kids because they just figure screw it if it's on the AP exam, you just get it wrong. Yeah, you can afford to get one wrong, but I think I want to teach you so you can get 100. I think you will get 100 because 100 is really hard to get, but so you can, all right? So, and we'll see this, and I'll probably give you a practice problem on it. All right, any questions about resources? Aaron Genius, what are the 2 ones I warned you about that they can try to get you on? You didn't write it down?
What was this, last shot?
No. Wages and order. Okay? You have it written down somewhere? Do you have a star next to it? Put a star next to it. It's like I'm telling you it's going to be on the test. And actions of government. That also is tricky because government spending shifts aggregate demand. This is taxes on producers. All right, so you lower the corporate tax, that shifts supply. Now, Keaton is thinking, how do I know what tax? They don't say anything, it's an income tax to consumers. All right, if they specify, they'll either say an excise tax, which is a tax on producers, or they'll say, now, JK, I lower taxes. What's going to happen to the supply curve? It shifts to the right. Excellent. Ian W. If I lower taxes on businesses, are they going to have more or less money? So could they also invest and buy more equipment? Yeah. So lowering corporate taxes could be a double shifter. It could shift supply right and aggregate demand right.
What is your double shifter again?
Lowering corporate taxes. Could be. Okay. It was question 61 year on the AP exam. And it was double shift. I don't think I taught it. All right. I took taxes, subsidies, and then government regulation. These are the 3 things that are actions of government. Taxes, subsidies, now government regulation. Now that's something Trump really tried to do as president. He tried to wipe out government regulation, thinking that it would be less expensive to make products, so corporations would make more money, shift supply right, supply shifts right, price levels go down, people are happy. All right, so that was that. These 3 things are actions of government. The third thing is productivity, which is just going to be pretty much technology. Okay, so it can get confusing, but those are the 3 things that shift short on aggregate supply. Okay. Any questions? Anyone have any questions? No? You like your new seat? In one of my classes, like 6 guys changed seats today. I told them I'm not smart enough for that. All right, here's a quick review. Shifters, consumption, investment, government spending, net export. Okay? Remember, this is more like business spending. This is consumer spending, government spending. Here we go. And there's SRAS. All right. Feeling good, Jimmy?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, 1 minute, let's go. Are you answering this?
I got a question.
Go.
So does RAP only apply to long run aggregates?
No, it actually pretty much applies to that.
So like if on there, if it said like short run or long run,
Yeah.
I would say it's just what you put down.
Right. Okay. Let's take a quick look. A as an alpha. Press is gonna freak out if it's there. B as in broccoli. C as in Caroline. D as in Dogwood. We got one. It's okay. Stand tall, brother. E as in Ellen. All right. Technology. It's good shit. Get it right.
Okay, I just got left.
Now, Marty, to his thing, this could have said short run aggregate supply and been right. They won't give you both.
Mr. Presser, that's not what
What did you mean?
Monty.
That's not what I said.
No, you said with a D.
Mahi.
It's
What
Monty.
did I say?
It's probably my New York accent. Mahi?
You know, yeah, it's fine.
Is that wrong?
No, that's right. The one you just said.
I said Mahi?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
It's okay, we all know you really.
Yeah. Let me get my password.
Huh?
Let me get my password on that.
Dude, that's not what they call you?
No.
What do they call you?
I mean, I think I need a new name. He's not even gonna be on the team anymore.
Okay. All right, so anyhow, they wouldn't put both there. So, Mahi, now that you got me, now I'm gonna go wrong. All right, 1 minute, next question. All right, Aaron Genius, which curve is shifting on this? Supply, right? Because we know wage, right? Resource supply. All right, so you eliminated A, B, and D, right? And home, what do you feel?
D.
Short run aggregate supply curve would shift to the left. Wages go up, companies are making less money, bigger supply left. Shifts left, price level up, D as in Dogwood. Did you hear the options? I was yelling them so you could hear me in the bathroom.
Wait, so, but it just, like, if it says initial, right, that would be short run. and
Yeah.
the wages wouldn't really affect the short term, right? So,
No, but if wages were gonna increase, and they're saying in the short run, yes.
okay.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Okay. All right, yeah. Let's go, Mr. Howell, we're putting it all together. Aggregate demand, aggregate short run, aggregate demand. What are they missing here? The LRAS, they're leaving it out. It's like love and marriage here. Here we go, Cardinal. All right, do you have to have like these current? No, they could be straight lines. I have AD, consumption, investment, government spending, net exports. SRAS. Full employment down here. Real GDP. All right, now, mine has TLQ1. It's usually Y stands for output. You want to do TLE, QE, you're fine. Okay? You don't have to do the Y. All right. Let me just get that LRAS there. Here we are. We're in the long run. Beautiful, isn't it, Alex? Full employment. Everything's going well. Economy's turning around. Yeah. It's fighting, Pat. He's doing an okay job here. What? Let's get around into some trouble in a second. You ready, Matt? Yeah. Okay. Swing it, sure. All right. Give you like 30 seconds to think about if there's an increase in consumer spending, what happens to price level and output in the short run? Imagine how I was when I was like 30. Like I could breathe, but I'm almost dead and I have some energy. Aaron, how, what do you think's happening?
The price will have to go down.
Well, which curve is shifted? What part of rat? No. Resources are things that make things.
Okay, so.
Demand. In which way?
Increasing consumer spending, though, just average demand, right?
To the right, okay? I'm gonna do what Ian tells me, because he's really got this stuff down solid. All right, Matt, when you're ready, you tell me. Question, you don't want me to do it. You're ready to talk to me. You drew this, you got all this down. Yeah, all right. And all I want you to do, Matt, is think a little and look at the graph. Matt, at A, rather at B, am I making more or less product than I was at A? More, right? This is more than this, right? I'm making more product. If I'm making more product, do I need more or less workers? More. Now, I'm going to just do a little graph here. This is about workers. If the demand for workers increases, what's going to happen to wage? Well, look, is that what happens? Because what? Okay. If wages go up, which curve does that shift? And which way? You now got us back to the one. Go ahead.
I have a question at this. Where is that like full employment? Is that like that's something that's like taxes that we got?
Yeah.
It's where long run aggregates.
Yeah. Like right, this spot is so important. Any C, we're at full employment. Okay. All right, so it's like that little example we did. We got back to the same spot. Output hasn't changed. The only thing that changed was price.
Is this why GDP is not always a good indicator of like how like a nation's doing? Because
Because there's other factors.
yeah, because like in this example, if you shift over and get more GDP, but you're not at full employment anymore.
Yeah, but real GDP didn't change, right, Jimmy? This is real GDP on the axis, and we're on the same spot.
Yeah.
Nominal GDP would have went up.
Okay, so oh yeah, real GDP.
Because real GDP doesn't take prices.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay. Let's see what we have. Matt, good job. All right, now, some of you are going to forget. This always happens. Like, okay, demand for workers goes up. What happens to wages? Just draw a graph and shift demand to the right, and it shows you wages go up. Don't got to memorize it. You got to just really look at the graph, just like I did with Matt. He didn't know anything before that. He just answered my question, right? He said, we're making more, therefore we need more workers. We need more workers. The graph demand is wages up. The only thing he had to know is wages go up, SRAS to the left. Okay. Quick, 1 minute multiple choice question. More. If supply increases, how would I show that on this chart? Okay, so I'm gonna do what you said, because you're right, I'm shifting it to the right. Now, if I shift it to the right more, is Y1, are we making more or less product than originally? So you need more or less work. If we need more workers, then I could cross out A and D, right? Because employment can't decrease, I need more workers, right? Mr. Buckman, how you doing? I'm doing great, Mr. Buckman, I'm talking to you. If GDP increases, does that have any relationship to income? Will increase? Yes. So therefore, it's going to be E and E, right? Because for every dollar spent, there's a dollar made.
So I have a question. So I would ask everyone's at employment. So if it shifts to the right, would that mean that there's not enough jobs being filled? And there's need for more jobs, for more people?
Yeah, but I mean, that it's moving quickly.
Okay.
So, Mr. Buckman, well, first, Mark said employment increases, and Mr. Buckman said income increases. So this axis is real GDP, employment, and income. It's all three of them. So if you're going to this way, all of them are going up. You're going that way, they're all going down.
So would you just try to like governments try to just like keep the supply level, like they want it to keep going up, but try to keep demand like pretty low, I guess. So it increases like GDP and.
Did you say what government wants to do?
Yeah, like would they want that?
They want to kind of hang out at the LRA.
Like employment's increasing when you
No, because then, like, like you're overworked here, you know, everything's going to the fullest. It's like you're driving 100 miles an hour. Like your car could do that, but it can't do it forever. Now, Matt Shannon's thinking, how the heck do I get back to the long run? Well, Matt, did you see this graph?
Yeah.
Okay. Matt, at B, am I making more or less products?
More.
Do I need more or less workers?
More.
All right, I'm gonna just do this again. If I need more workers, the demand for workers is there. What happens to wages?
Wages gonna go up.
If wages go up, what do I shift?
Demand
Resource
plus supply.
to the left.
Yeah.
So I'm right back where I started. Okay. All right. Any question? Ian, you look like you're thinking. No? Any questions that anyone has on today? All right, quick, give me the offer rep.
Man. Now that I'm over.
Yeah, quickly.
Resource prices.
A,
Government.
actions of government. B,
Keep this car moving.
all right, give me one of the shifters for active demand. Consumption, Mr. Genius, give me, all right, you got one, government spending. Net exports, what did we miss? That was good in the middle there. Okay. Short run is what, Zach? What makes something in the short run? Right, so wages are sticky. Okay. Has anyone noticed a trend? How do we get back to the long run?
Wages.
What's getting shifted to the long run?
What?
Supply continually gets shifted, right? All right. Have a great day. See you tomorrow. Lecture tomorrow. Yeah. A lecture without a quiz or a test.
Yeah.